Alright, so this video is sponsored by Foreach Services. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description so you can go ahead and check them out. Okay, so for this video, as you can see in the title, we're going to be looking at arrays. So I'm just going to pull up the folder that we're using for the last video, which is PHP Programming. I think I created a file called arrays.php, and this should be an empty file. There should not be anything in it. Alright, so here we go. We have our file here. So first of all, I'm going to just open my PHP tags, and you would have already known how to do this, so I'm not going to go over all this because I'm not teaching PHP. What I'm just doing is just going over some basic stuff that you would already know. So this is basically like practice and show you, because normally what teachers do is that they just give you the literature of all of this, but they not show you like any practical examples and stuff like that. So that is what I'm going to be focusing on in this video. So we have basically two types of array. So we have index array, and let's just say three. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the multidimensional array. So we have index array, we have associative array, and we have multi multidimensional array. So let's pray that that thing is spelled correctly. Alright, good. We'll just section these off. So for the index array, we're going to just first look at this basic way how to create it. So let's say we have a array called people. You can see that we're using the variable notation similar to it. So we're going to just create like a variable, then we're going to have the array function. So this is a type, a way of making an array, and I'm going to show you the other type, well, the other way in which we can make an array. So let's say we make some names. So the people are, let's say, Jeremy and Sarah. You want to ensure that this thing is in quotations, whether double or single, but I'm only using single for this. But I don't know, I prefer to use single for this. The quotes, I don't know, I like them. And then we have Kevin here. So you won't be able to print by using echo. If we should say uh, echo people, what will happen is that it will throw an error, because echo is basically for strings, while the array is not a string. So what we can do, however, is to print out a value. So let's say we want to print out Germany, and you know that the index is start from 0. So if we want to do that, what we have to do, just put the index there, reload, and Germany will be printed there. But we want to print everything in this array. So we have some other printing directives that we looked at in our previous video, which is, let's say we want to use print R. So this is a print resource or resources, and this will print out everything in the array. And this just really, it depends on how you want to use the array. If you want to see everything, I would probably use this just to see everything that is inside the array. That is one of the reasons why I would use it, and just to see if this is actually an array or it's a variable. Let's say you did not see this part, you only see here, but I'm pretty sure most of the time you will see the little square brackets. You have to know that that is an array. But let's say we want to find the index. So let's say we don't know the index of each of the values, then that is probably one of the reasons why I've used that. And also have the var dump, which basically does almost the same thing, but you'll see it looking a little bit different. You can go to, well, as you can see here, so everything, you can go to php.net to look at the different printing methods and what they actually do. Alright, so let us comment this out, and let's just move on to our next thing. So we can also have string values or other data type values, which we looked at in our previous video. So we can still have a string of a string or not string. an integer. That's what I should say. I don't know why I messed this thing up. So we can have integer. So let's say we have these values, and as you realize, you don't put that single quote around these because you know um, they're integers. So you don't put the single quotes. Single quotes are double quotes. They are for string values. So let's say we should print. Let's let's do the print. So let's say we want to print ID with the index of 1. And let's see what will happen when we attempt to print that out. So we get this number here because again the index will start at 0. Good. So let me go ahead and comment these, and then I'm going to show you the next way that you can create these arrays. So with this way is the way that you're probably most familiar with. So let's say car or cars and square brackets. We all are familiar with those square brackets. Alright, so we'll just do the basic thing. Let's say we get a Honda. Can't be too high, but let's move to a 4. Wow. And then we move to a BMW. Let's be BMW. MW, yes, and that is how we're moving now. We're rolling high. Now let's go ahead and print out all of this. So let's do print underscore R to print out all of this. So we're just going to print cars, add that in there as our parameter, and you'll see here that we got a list of cars in our array and stuff like that. Okay, so we can print out this and we can view them, but what about when we want to add these values? So to add these, we can add to a particular index, or what if we don't know the index? So let's show you. We know that the index that's coming up next will be the third one. So it'll be 0, 1, 2, and 3. So we just put 3 there, and we're gonna equal that to a Chevy. Let's put a Chevy there, and when we reload, it will be added to the third area. But let's say we do not know where the index is. Let's say it's a big array. What we just do, we just put the empty square bracket, and let's say we want a Tesla. Yeah. So let's say we want a Tesla, and we save that, and this will still add it to the end of the list right there. Good, or the array. I don't know why I'm saying list, but it's an array. So now let's move down to our associative array, and I'm just going to comment this out so it does not print. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the other comments. And I'm pretty sure you guys know how to comment. So this is my other comment. So this will signify that this is a heading or whatever. So yes, that's what we're going to be doing. So for the associative array, I can do this very quickly. I can just go like this and press tab, and this is what I get. So this is my associative array, but I'm just going to move a little bit slower than that. I don't want to, let's see, well, I'm not teaching you, but I don't want to confuse anyone. So for the associative array, I'm going to make an array called peoples, and again, it's basically the same way as how you create a normal index array. However, we're going to have key, and let's say we have a key called stem, and this key is going to be mapped to a value. And for now, we're going to put the integer value of 35, and let's add someone, and this someone will be mapped, this key of someone will be mapped to 32, and for, let's say, somebody, this is going to be mapped to 37, and I'm using alternatives. And as you can see, this is not equal. This is I don't know if it's a map symbol or whatever. You can type that in whatever search engine that you use and get some more clarification. And this is the basic or the same thing if we want to print out these values. Let's say we want to print, I'm going to use echo this time. Let's say we want to echo out the value. All we have to do is put the name of the value just the same, but this time what we do is we add the key. So now we add our key, and this should print out 35 here because that is what it is mapped to. Alright, great. So let's say let me just comment this out. Let's say we are making, and we can switch this around just to say, like, let's say this is, we want an ID and our ID should be mapped to a person. So let's say we had an ID, let's say put this as people1 because we have people covered up here. So let's say people1 is an array of and then we have 35, and this now will be mapped to Shem. So let's say 35, well, I want 37. Alright, so 37 is this ID here, and for 32, we're gonna map that onto someone, and for 35, we're going to map that onto somebody. So this is basically, this is how simple this array thing is. So if we want to, let's use print this time, we use echo the first time. So we're going to say print, and we're just going to print, that's 1, yes, and we're going to print 30, okay, 32. So for 32, as you can see, we did not put any quotes around this. So if we reload, this should say someone, as you can see here. This is basically how simple these array things are, and just some extra practice. And to print this thing out, let's say we want to, before I comment this out, let's say we want to add a value. I'm going to print out everything in this array. Well, let me just comment. I'm going to have to comment this out anyways. So let's say we want to add a value to the array. So if we want to add a value to the array, what we'll do is, let's say we want to add it to people's array. We will simply add a key. So let's say our key is Jill, and Jill is mapped to 42. And if we should, let's say we want to var dump. Say we want to var dump the array, which is people. So if we should attempt to var dump this, then you'll see that, well, what the hell? Okay, this, and this should not be mapped. This should be assigned. Please do not forget that. That should not be mapped. That should be assigned. Why the hell? But I'm glad there's an error here because you wanna ensure that you read this thing, because sometimes, most of the time, it spits out everything for you, so you can just quickly go ahead and correct it. As you can see, line 17 right there, so you know where the error is. So let's just reload this, and you'll see that Jill is now an integer here. It's whatever is assigned to that map to that value there. Good. So let's move on to our multidimensional array, because this right here is our these are our associative arrays, and this is our index array. So let's move on to our multidimensional array, which I probably should not look into for this video because we're going to have to use loops, and I have not yet looked at loops. However, I'm still going to go through it because you guys are not basically not beginners. If you guys are just looking for some extra practice or whatever to see how this thing is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a menu. So this menu is going to have, it's basically going to be the same. So let's say an array, and this array is going to have a key. So let's call this key the dashboard. So we're going to have a dashboard here, and this key is going to be mapped onto another array. And this is why it is a multi-dimensional array. So here we're going to have the value, which, well, what I'm going to add this for is an option. So this will be for option, but whatever. You will understand when I finish. You understand better if you're not familiar with this, and I'm also going to add a link. So as you know, in a menu, like just like this, you're going to have your like the name just like this, and then you're gonna have the link. So when you click on it, you'll see the thing at the bottom here where the link is going to go to, and the display name or whatever. But this will be the key for everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish typing this out and let's talk in. So let's say we're going to this place here, which is this page, which is dashboard.php, and right here you're just going to add a comma. When you come here and add this comma, let me want to close. I think I'll have to close that. So let's go here, and our next key, I'm going to add a product. So let's say we're going to the products page, and this will be mapped to an array here. And this array, I'm just going to give it this little display name here of products, and this will have a, well, this basically have a value as well for the tool, which is going to be a link. So I'm going to show you how the linking is going to occur. So this is like a more practical way of using this thing. And then we're just going to add the last one. Let's say settings. But, you know, we want to fix something in case anything occurs. So we want to fix something. So let's say put our settings. This will be our display name and stuff like that. And we're going to link that to a settings.php page. And here, you know, I'm not going to put a comma here because you know it's finished. I need to put a comma at the end of the last value in this thing, in the array or whatever, however you want to put it. Alright, so here comes the tricky part. Alright, so I could basically go ahead and just make a for each loop. So for each, just like that, however, you're going to need two for each loops. You're going to need a for each loop here and a for each loop here. But because I am lazy and I don't want to have to be putting those HTML tags in quotes and all that, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to comment all of this out. You're going to have to put the HTML in tags, and I haven't looked at loops as yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open some HTML here, and I'm going to use my shorthand way of doing this. So I'm going to say PHP, and then we're going to add our for loop. Our for loop is going to basically be something looking like this. So this is a shorthand way of doing this thing, and all I'm going to add here is the menu, and the menu is going to be as a key, and the key is going to have a value. I'm going to show you how everything will play out after we finish this, and we're going to have our PHP here again for the second for loop because it's a multi-dimensional array, and we're going to need to, let me just delete this, and we're going to need to loop through it more than once. So here, what we're going to do is just change this to value. So this should be the value that we're getting from here, and this is going to be mapped to the option. This option is going to be any one of these right up here, and then we're going to put our link. So this option is going to have our link to right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add an li. Well, before I add the li, what I'm going to get rid of this. So this is not the shorthand. This would be the longhand one. So we're going to just put that there, and we're going to have to close all of this. So we're going to just say PHP end for and for each. I'm just going to copy this because I'm lazy, and I'm going to paste that there. So that will end the for each. And this is a much simpler way rather than having to have to put all of those HTML elements and tags into quotes and stuff like that. I think that's too much a waste of time for me. So before I do that, I'm going to add these in a link, and this is going to be PHP, and I'm going to echo this as the two, which is the link here. So this two here will be the link, and that off with a semicolon there, and between the links here, this is where I'm going to add the li tag. There's a list element, and this list element is going to be echoing out the option. This is going to be echoing out the option, alright? And I could add the key. Why I'm not going to add the key is because it is going to only duplicate what is happening. So it's going to print this out. It's also going to print this. So we're going to have double, we're going to have some duplication, which I do not want because it's just a waste of time. But here we go. So let's go ahead and reload this thing. As you can see here, we have dashboard, and looking at the bottom here, you will see that you see localhost dashboard PHP. So you see that this is linking to something else. So this is linking to something else. But if you want to use the key can also be used depending on something like, let's say we're using a modern icons. I would put like a modern icon here to display some icons using like Beautify with Vue.js and stuff like that, because you don't know Vue developer already. So that is basically it for this video. Yeah, so this is basically it for arrays. This is how simple arrays are in PHP. I'll probably leave this code in my GitHub, so and just leave a link in the description so you'll have access to it. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget